Okay, let me tell you a story. So I'm at the grocery store. I'm getting my groceries. I've gone past the bread aisle. I've got my bread. I've got my hot dog buns. I'm in the produce section. Now, most of the produce that I usually eat is like an onion or two, some potatoes, maybe some peppers and some onions, and like a small bag of carrots. But I'm at the grocery store, and what do I see but a big pile of cucumbers? Now, let me explain my history with cucumbers to you. I don't know any recipes with cucumbers. I haven't eaten a lot of cucumbers in life. Like, I think they're mostly used to make pickles. I don't really know what else you would use them. I guess like a salad, or maybe in like a gyro or something. Do I like pickles? Sure, maybe. They're probably fine. But I see them in the grocery store, and I've just got to have them. They're just so beautiful, so green. There's such a tall stack of them that I need them. So I grab 2 cucumbers, thinking that I'm going to use them in a salad or something. Anyways, I move on to the meat. I move on to the frozen foods, to the dry foods, to the canned goods, and I check out and I go home. I put all my food in the fridge, and I go about my day. Now let's fast forward like 2 months into the future. It's a Saturday. I'm going through the fridge, and I decide it's time to clean it. So I put on my gear, and I start picking things out. There's a lot of leftovers, Tupperwares, cluttering up everything, so I take those out, and I go to that vegetable crisper drawer, that one that keeps them nice and fresh, and I find this plastic bag. And in this plastic bag is mush. And I don't mean to say like a soft vegetable or like, something that has a little bit of mold on it. I'm talking about sludge, like straight brown, nasty sludge. Like it used to be a vegetable, but it melted. Just straight liquid. So I'm distraught because it's pretty gross. And I realize that sludge was actually my cucumbers that I had bought 2 months ago, and I didn't use them at all. And I say, that's gross, so I pick it up and I muster the strength to throw it in the trash can. And going on, I just carry about my life, but I go back to the store, and guess what I see? Big old pile of cucumbers. Okay, but now I have this experience of having bought the cucumbers in the past, but didn't do anything with them because I didn't know any recipes, and they just sat there and got bad. So the smart thing to do doesn't matter because I gotta have those cucumbers. And this is a totally true story. This year, I think I've bought 3 batches of cucumbers, and I haven't eaten a single cucumber. Each time, I put them in my fridge and I totally forget about them, and they just go bad. So, let me introduce you to Sous Chef Kitchen Assistant. Now, this is a system I wrote to combat this problem of food waste. Basically, it keeps a digital inventory of your food. So as you put it in the pantry or as you put it in your fridge, you would enter in your food along with a tentative expiration date. In the future, I have planned updates to add barcode scanners with an API lookup to check for the shelf life and create a tentative expiration date with a buffer period. But for now, you can just enter them in manually. So, for example, got caps lock on. I could put in a cucumber and put in an expiration date of next week. Now, what this will do is it will schedule an event to remind you of your food before it goes bad. But for the purpose of this demonstration, I've just set it up to go immediately. So one of the things you'll notice is down at the bottom is based on the inventory that you have above, it will recommend some recipes with those ingredients. But the crux of it is this notification that just came in. So it sent me an email, and it says, hey, your cucumber's expiring. And it also sends me some recipes that I could use these cucumbers to make. So I've got, shaved cucumber and red onion salad. I'd probably eat that, or yogurt basil soup with tomato ice. That looks terrible. But I'd make a couple of these, like this cucumber yogurt salad. That doesn't look too bad, so I'll click on that one, follow the link, and look at that. It shows me the ingredients I need, it gives me the directions, and I can use up that cucumber in my fridge before it goes bad, and try a new recipe in the process. So yeah, that's basically how Sous Chef works, and how it works to prevent food waste on a micro level.